Yo, how we doing, chat? How we doing? How we doing? Hey. Okay. Who's ready? Who's ready? Here we go. Bop. How we doing, chat? Wait, why is it? Oh. Okay. Yo, I'm not gonna lie. I don't know if anyone else feels this way. I know it is only 2 days that I haven't seen you guys, but it feels like it's been a week. I don't know. Does anyone else feel that? Like, maybe I'm tripping here, but it actually feels like it's been forever. How we doing, though? Dude, we got Office Nerd in here. We got Penguini in here. Yo, can we get some shoutouts going? Also, TikTok has a new system. And it should work. Hashtag blame Delta Force. Yo, dude, Delta Force, it's been a problem. It's been a real problem. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it or anything. It's been a real problem. I even was like, I'm not getting on Delta Force tonight. I got some responsibilities to do, right? So we'll see. I'll probably get on, but we'll see. Dude, Delta Force, like, bro, I actually think like I need to in my phone write down a schedule that I need to like stick to. You know? Can I get a base review? The details say right here. But if I can get that down, it'd be huge. Speaking of huge, let's welcome in everyone that made it here today. We got Wukong Monkey King. Wait, hold on. Capsby getting first. Big dubs. We gave out those points already. We got Wukong Monkey King getting second, and we got Saucy. Wait, was that Saucy? Yeah, Saucy getting third. Big dubs. Points have been awarded. I will say, points are, after this stream, getting removed. By next stream, points will be reset. So just a fair warning to you guys, to make sure you guys do that. Welcome into Wukong Monkey King. I actually hear that my man's is going to be getting promoted to the CWL clan. Big dubs there. Big dubs. Saucy, welcome in. We got Keegan, welcome in. We got Capsby, welcome in. We got Watch Out Creeper. How you doing? Welcome in, my dude. We got Tom B. How we doing? Chronix, welcome in. We got Gobachu, welcome in. We got TMG, welcome in, my dude. We got Chess Guitar, welcome in. We got Penguini, the man, the myth, the legend. We got X3 Cell. Can we get a shout out for her as well? W streamer, as well as Office Nerd and Penguini, obviously. And we got Joker. You know, I don't know if you guys know, but he's got a girlfriend. All I'm gonna say. All right, guys. It's been a hot second. I have been messing with throwers here. I don't think I've had a perfect day so far. And yesterday, I didn't get my hits in. I started my hits, and they didn't go very well. So I'm just going to warn you guys, we're down in the dumpster right now. We're looking pretty bad. New base seems to do all right, but I don't know. We had a little bit of a stress test. It didn't seem like it was cooking as much. Pit Lord, welcome in, my guy. Let's get some predictions rolling, though, yeah? All right, start predictions. What will I get in Legend League, chat? Let's run a 5-minute prediction. I'm not going to lie, spoiler alerts. There's a good chance it's below 500. Give me advice. My advice is to read the screen and actually copy what it says there. Gotcha, my guy. What's up, Cloaked? How you doing? Army camps will have troops this season. Yeah, dude. Who's ready for the new season? I know. There's been some stuff going out there. How do we feel about that? How are we feeling about the new season here? The Army camps defending is going to be a thing. I don't think any of it's going to be offensive. I think all of the Army camps are defensive, right? There's only 3. I don't think all 4 of them will be right. I think that could be kind of interesting. Advice: $100 in gems. Use code HIPPOSLC. Real. Write that one down. Write that one down. Actually, dude, I'm actually so curious. I did put in a thing for TikTok to hopefully make it stupidly easy for TikTok to work correctly here. So fingers crossed it works tonight. The skins and sceneries look derpy, Tom says. I mean, it's Clash-O-Rama based stuff. Depending on how it is, I think it could be kind of nice. The only thing I'm a little bit worried about is the anime skins in previews look a certain way, and then in game they don't look as good. For example, if you look at the RC anime skin right here, down, between the ice RC and the soccer RC, dude, she looks like a beautiful anime woman, right? Then you click on her, I feel like it's not as close. I feel like, I feel like it's not the same, I feel like if like the picture was more accurate to what was in game, I think that'd be a huge W. So I'm a little bit worried about what the skins will look like in game. I actually don't know if any of the previews that Clash creators put out, if you could see them in game or not. When is points resetting? At the end of this stream. So somewhere, probably at the beginning of next stream. Hold on. Resourceful said the picture looks like McDonald's. The actual in-game looks like the food we have at home. Bro, that's dude, that made me laugh. That one was pretty good. There's a video on it from Itsu. We'll have to watch that, I think. I think we stream up until Gold Pass, right? 6 hours. Ooh. 6 hours, though. Actually, you know what we could do here, chat? Hear me out. What if we stream Clash, switch over to some Delta Force to bridge the gap, and then we come back to Clash when the season drops? What do we think? Food we have at home is better than McDonald's. I just not 1 but 2 steaks, no side. Okay, that's pretty good. I ain't gonna lie. I see. I'm not gonna lie. At least for like a, dude, I'm living life like a broke college kid right now. So the food I have at home is definitely not better than fast food. I ain't gonna lie. But I did make some burgers today, and they're actually pretty solid. They're solid. Delta Force stream. Delta Force. Yeah, no, I think that could be actually pretty good. Wrapped in a nice little bow, Clash. We have Clash as a bun. Then we have Delta Force as the meat. And then we put the bun on top, If we come back to Clash when the season starts up. I think that could be pretty good, actually. Low-key. Additionally, boys, we got CWL like right around the corner here. I believe is that midnight that it starts? We have CWL right around the corner, and boyos, I have been on the grind recently. I know, again, 2 days off wasn't really the thing. I was able to get some stuff out. However, I've been grinding my alt accounts. All of my alt accounts have been all builders down for the last, few days here. Bro, I'm feeling Clash again, guys. Don't get me wrong. I was feeling Clash, whatever, but, I'm feeling Clash now. You know what I'm saying? I do remember the Azure Dragon being all that good last time they were around. Oh, I don't remember them being? I'm not going to lie. I didn't like them as a troop. I don't think they've changed at all, but we'll see. am going to sleep EU time here. I wish you luck with hits. I appreciate that. I appreciate that, my guy. Superstition. By the way, again, TikTok, we have that system in place, bro. If you guys can get that, I think it should work tonight. Hopefully. By the way, Andrew 1986, welcome in, and the Dude and I welcome in. Can we get a shout out for the Dude and I? You quit Dragons. I'm testing out something else. I don't know if it's working. I don't know if it'll be good or not. But we're testing. We're checking around. We're shaking things up. If I'm not seeing the results in roughly a week here, we might switch back. But it's early Legend League season. Or month here. I'm down to check out some stuff, I like to be in touch with different things. I'm doing Fireball Super Witches. They are good. I don't think they've ever really gone out of style, to be honest with you. Also, I'm just now realizing if I do not claim these things, they'll be turned into gems. That being said, I think I gotta use one of these bad boys, which, I guess. Is there anything else I can do? Shovel of Obstacles I can't use at all. Unfortunately, I'm assuming next month there's going to be a new cake, I would have to imagine, right? And obviously I can't use my thing there, which kind of sucks. I'm bored of dragons, so I'm trying something new. I'm not necessarily bored of dragons, but dragons do kind of frustrate me from time to time. And if there is a new attack strategy that I think is hands down better, I'm down to try it, I'm already maxed in tickets. What I'll have to do with all these points? I guess Gamba then. Dude, are people... Oh, people already switched over to Zika CWO? Dude, good for them. Good for them. Let's go. Dude, big dubs. Yo, Papa Elsie, I appreciate the troops. I think predictions are in, right? Predictions are all set. Is it time that we get to going? Dude, one person put predictions down. Okay, all right. I better not hear anyone report or complain about predictions here. It is what it is. I don't... Also, Zanchi, welcome in. And Gaming with Javi, welcome in. Welcome in. Was I the only one to make predictions? Yeah, there's only one person that put it in, so if that was you, then yeah. Throwers are good. Here, hold on. Watch this, watch this, watch this. Here we go. Are we going to lose today? I guess it's just more of a... casual game. No predictions on. We're observing here. We get a saucy Town Hall 17 right off rip here. I've been told that it's all about funneling on this attack strategy here. So I think I take out a corner. I don't know if I want to go through the middle, but it might be the play here. I missed it. You said the theme for new season. Yeah, there's a few videos out there that are showing the new season or the new thing. Sorry. Boop. Not a ton of value. Not a ton of value. But hopefully it's just enough. Just what we need here. The wall breaker doesn't go for Town Hall compartment. That seems kind of weird. Looks like we have no furnaces, so that's fine. Did our ice golem pop in La La Land? Okay, interesting, interesting. Our healers are on a single thrower here. Interesting, interesting. So far, not great. So far, not great. I don't know how the healers have been only on one of the throwers here, but they are currently throwing. Somehow the healers are exclusively choosing probably the worst options out of any option on the field at any given moment here. It's a little tough. Back to anime. Well, you can't say that and not say what anime you're watching. Come on, so. That's like saying, "Oh, I gotta go eat," and then not saying what food. I mean, you can't be doing that, you know? I think I fail because half of my army died. I think because my healers were just not on the right target here. Okay. So far, we don't get this, right? I don't think so. We get a time fail. I don't know. Not a great thing here. Not a great start to the throwers, let me tell you. If I'm not doing good today, I might just switch back to dragons, to be honest with you. We get a nice time fail there. It's unfortunate. I hit episode 200 of One Piece yesterday. If I watch 6 episodes a day, I will be up to date by the end of this year. You're watching actual One Piece? Great start. You just need some time. See, I don't know, though. Like, I don't know. The healers healing a singular troop over an entire, like, group of them. I don't know about that one. That feels like the game is... I don't know. Hold on. Maybe I missed what happened here. Let me see real quick here. Because the guy that I've heard this from said that if he ever fails, it's because he feels like he did something wrong. I'm not gonna lie. I don't feel like I did anything wrong in this. So, I want to see real quick. No, they actually just stick to the one thrower. I don't know. I don't know. Wait, why is Cell Sag? Hot take, 86 gets boring quick. I time failed 3 times today. Dude, that's my biggest issue recently. I don't know what it is, but like almost all of my attacks have been time fails. Like I was saying this last season, I like so many 90%. It's kind of annoying at this point. Like I'm getting so many high 90%. All right, here we go. We'll try it again. We'll try it again here. Let's test it out. The the fire spitters are like non-existence on this base. Yo, if I fail this base, even if it's just like a time fail, I don't know about that, you know? Maybe I'm just like Am I doing things a little too slow, maybe? Okay. I mean, RC should take us home here, surely, right? Yeah. I mean that should have been it. There are furnaces in the CC, bro. In mine? Are you talking about on defense? Oh, yeah. I do have to get better. I will admit, I do got to get better with this army on making sure when the CC pops, the poison gets put on the CC. That is something I have been struggling, I will admit. I don't know any anime other than Darling in the Franxx with mechs and bad CGI. To me, is just bad. Wait. Wait. So you've seen one anime, it was Darling in the Franxx, and you're saying the CGI was bad? To be fair, I've never seen that anime. I know people reference, I think it's, what, 02 or whatever her name is. But I also don't know if that's exactly what you're saying there. I want to give points to my friend, but his name is not appearing. No, Darling in the Franxx is the only good one. Oh, gotcha. Well, how many have you seen? Again, unfortunately, I've never seen that anime, so I don't know at what level. Penguini! Isn't Darling in the Franxx a Gunner anime? I've never seen it before. I don't know. I thought it was more of like a romance anime, but I could be wrong. I feel like Penguini would he knows a little bit more anime than I do. I thought it was a romance anime, kind of like what it Her Lion April or something like that. I've heard that one. Again, another one I've never seen. I think is it Your Lion April? Or is it I think it's that one. There's one that I've heard that like absolutely guts you, bro. Always wondered, can you explain why the words
Hello, Heba.
Oh. um the words no, one, triple, hogs. I forget all of them. Some of them show up as emotes because I was tired of people post or like saying certain things. So I just made them as like emotes. I forget exactly what it is. Whoever watches that has zero taste. Which one? Your Lion April will change you. I've heard it's sad. I've never seen it before. I don't know how you do it. Throwers are booty. I gave up on them and went back to Rocket Loons. I mean, we'll see. I think it's hogs. I think it's hogs plural, like two of them, like hogs. Darling in the Franxx. That's the one. I've never seen that one either, dude. I stick to. I won't lie. When I first started watching anime, dude, I watched romance animes. I got into like 3 or 4 of them, and there was a point where I went up to like me and my sister, we were really broke, right? And we'd play like Pokemon Go like super late at the night, and we'd play. We'd eat some like Taco Bells. Like we were super broke. But when I first started watching anime, dude, the romance animes messed me up so bad that for like a week straight, dude, I was in such a mood that I felt empty inside, bro. Like I was looking out the window while it's like raining type stuff, like that kind of stuff, dude. It was so bad. Um, since then, I mean, watch Naruto, Attack on Titan, um, watching Bleach currently. You know, kind of the regular ones. Two people just said silent voice. I've never heard of that. Naruto is good. Too many fillers. I could see that. And unfortunately, I'll say it. And dude, Naruto has
You ever try giants with hogs and healing tome?
no. I will never do hogs in the main village. I loved hogs back in the day in the builder base. I loved hogs in clan capital. I've tried hogs on like number of occasions in the main village. They never work for me. I forgot what I was gonna say. All right, here we go. Dude, they die instantly. Like I've unironically had like things where the hogs will go in and they will die before they get to the first line of defenses. Like it's so bad. I don't get it. I never get hogs to work. It's so dumb. All right. I think the problem so far with this attack strategy is I don't know how much time I'm supposed to be investing into my warden charge. And that's kind of an issue. Also, I almost wonder... Hold on. Dang, I really thought I was going to get... This probably won't go well here. Ooh, Ice Golem! Woo! Okay, okay. I mean, this is looking pretty solid here. I mean, that was pretty solid. Does the hook stun? It does. Dude, like this army feels really good when it's winning. Like really good when it's winning, and sometimes just I don't know. I don't know, maybe it's just a learning thing, you know? Maybe I'm spending too much time on like the warden charge. Maybe there's things that I'm just like missing. There are things I think I could improve on. What's your PB? 786 global. No, sorry, 758 global. That was my PB. Multitasking is the hardest part. And to be fair, coming from dragons where it's basically like place and forget basically, multitasking on this one is definitely a little something I got to get back into. Can you review my village? TikTok has a thing. I'm testing out a new software for it. If you guys like up the live stream, there should be something that pops up to tell you guys when to post your codes. And what it will do is the software will choose someone randomly. It's pretty nice, actually. If it works, it could be awesome. We're testing it out tonight, though. We're testing it out tonight. What's up, Elevation? What's up, Tanks? How you guys doing? How you guys doing? Also, welcome in Snake. Welcome in Demigorgon, and welcome in Reader. Alright, here we go. We're going to try this another attack here. Okay. I think we approach away from the town hall. I mean, that should work. Unfortunately, I don't really think there's a ton of fireball value, to be honest with you. There's not really a lot of fireball value, I feel like, at all.
I agree hogs are hard, but based off what I have seen, if you master them, it is insane.
I would agree with that. I mean, there are people that I have, like, legitimately gone absolutely insane in my community based off of hogs. I'm just saying I can't get them. I never can. That's what I'm saying here. I have never been able to make them work. That's why I won't try anymore. I've tried multiple times. It just it don't be working. Use the same army and it's strong. Dude, I've been feeling this. I generally think I might just be spending too much time in the Warden charge because I have used Warden charges a long time ago. Mostly I want to say in E-Titan smashes back when Tunnel 15. But I don't know if I want to be spending too much time in the Warden charge. Funny, I keep hoping you'll find my base during your Legends hits. Dude, I wonder if there's anyone else that feels that same way.
Same with me, however, I think you are good enough to master them. I am definitely not.
Well, the other thing, too, about these armies that I'm not actually a huge fan of is between, like, dragons and this feels a lot stronger, but it also requires a ton of, like, higher epic equipment, which for most people is not a viable option, which kind of sucks. Where, like, dragons, I think if you boil it down, all you need is electric boots. Everything else can be common equipment, and you can kind of get away with that. So a lot of people ask where they're like, oh, dude, will they ever nerf dragons? Will they ever nerf root riders? Probably not, because there are strategies that are viable. They're strong, but they're also like not needed to have like these most insane equipments. There are other attack strategies that are stronger that do take advantage of the higher equipments, but you know, it's like you got to have some entry points for people, you know. Can you show the full army and equipment? I gotcha. There you go. You think they'll ever add more leagues? I don't think there's a reason to add more leagues. I mean, right now, I would even say that underneath Legend League, if you're trying to push up to Legend League, is so painful, especially because of the new trophy changes. You only get like 20, 24 maybe trophies for tripling. And if you don't triple, you get like nothing basically. A 2-star is basically a fail in non-legends. I don't really see why they would like expand it higher. People have talked about having like a legend league and then like a hardcore legend league when you break a certain amount of trophies to like really push it, but I also don't think that's a great idea if I'm completely honest with you. I don't think that's a great idea because I think there will be a huge bottleneck at one spot. And maybe that's what people are looking for, but I don't know. What league do you think will be good for Minion Prince to represent in the CW Well skin? I think for the Minion Prince, dude, low key, him in purple as like a Legend League skin, I think could be kind of cool. What do you guys think? Should the Minion Prince for the League skin have legends? I feel like it's either that or Gold League, which Gold League could be fine. I don't think they'd duplicate it, you know, because we have Crystal, we have Masters, we have Champion, we have Titan. We don't have Legends or we don't have Gold. So I don't know. I think purple could be pretty cool, like in a Legend League type thing. What's up, Senritha? Welcome in. All right, here we go. Next attack. Here we go, chat. Can we continue? This could be kind of rough. We'll see how this goes. I think what I'm going to do, I think I'm going to invest a Rage for the Warden just to try to cook through this a little bit quicker. After he cooks this, go like this, this, fireball. Get away! Oh, I thought I placed this. Could have sworn I did. Dude, what's up, Kachow? No, get off my RC. No, stop it. That was pretty good. If I stick with this, do you guys think I can master it? This does, I mean, like, again, when it cooks, it seems like it feels great. This feels good. This feels good when it cooks. And I will say, the person that was telling me to do this was saying that something that's really strong about this army is there are no bases basically protecting against it. Like, it's almost impossible to. I'm not saying it's impossible to, but, like, it basically is. There's no one defending against this right now. When funneled, very good. Well, and that's the other thing. That was one of the tips that I got when trying this army is obviously go for value when you can, but the funnel is the most important part. Should we listen to the Calabi Kaladi? I just actually butchered the entire thing right there. Yo, low-key, request whatever you want to. I played Genshin when it was the first got popular 4 to 5. We're talking about Genshin Impact in here? Dude, Genshin Impact, low-key. I haven't played it in a hot second, but that is a chill, fun game. I won't even lie. I was hashtag sponsored by them, and that's when I did get into it. However, dude, the open world concept felt fantastic. It felt so chill. I could see with like friends it being super fun. I should try Mass Inferno Drag free spell. Are you saying I should? A chill fun game is Apex. I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one, Chief. You know what was annoying? 6 out of 8 time fails. Dude, time fails are always super annoying. If you get multiple in the same day, if you get them back to back, yo, mods, can we get a exclamation point clean and mods on TikTok? Can we get that guy out of here? Oh, it's exclamation point clear. Mod check. Oh, we'll get the mods in there. I should clarify, Apex is fun if you're good. I would imagine any game is fun if you're good, you know what I'm saying? What RC skin you reckon looks the best? Got 11k gems saved up. Okay, if I'm going to be completely honest, unfortunately, you can't get this skin just yet. But the skin is fantastic here. This is my favorite RC skin, and it's not even close. It's so good. Tic-tac-toe sucks if you're good, because either it's a tie or you win. Most of the time though, it's just a tie. Is that for gems though? Aren't they all for gems? Oh, I guess not. Oh. Oh, only gold pass ones are. Oh. I have no idea then. I don't know which ones. I don't know which ones to be honest. Holy, next gold pass have a new RC skin. Dude, what do you guys think about the new season? Dude, I'm not gonna lie. When I heard about it and I saw the stuff, I was like, okay, dude, okay. Like I kind of like it. I know some people are saying it looks kind of goofy, but I mean that's what Clash of Rama is, you know. Rather spend gems on a builder apprentice or around them lines. True. Work on progression more. New season is too much like the anime set. Dude, Dude, every time we talk about the anime set, though, like, a part of me hurts, bro. I don't know. I'm excited for the new season. But we're also going full deep in the new season. I'm buying 3 gold passes for myself. It's been a hot second since I've done that. I don't play enough to benefit from the apprentices. That's nonsense. That, like, bro, you could max out the apprentice, and even if you don't play like super consistently, as long as you get on and use at least the builder apprentice, over time you'll get that. Have you seen the new Minion Prince skin? I have seen that. Buddy, yeah. Is that anime RC skin ever coming back to the shop? I would imagine so. As far as I know, the only skins that are never going to be returning are the collaboration skins. So, like the Holland skin, for example, as far as I know, shouldn't be returning, or at least I believe it should have returned, and it won't. The WWE skins, if you guys got those won't be returning as far as I know, or shouldn't be. Anything else should return, which is kind of a double-edged sword because, like, I've always said my biggest gripe with the anime is the fact that they didn't do anything with an anime. I feel like was a massively criminally underrated or like wrong thing. Bro, they could have collabed with so many different animes, and even if they just did one, I think that the season of anime would have been so much better. But I guess we got kind of generic. I mean, it looks cool in its own way, but like it's kind of just you know. But it will return though because it wasn't a collaboration. If you decide on helpers, put in the Builder Apprentice. I think Builder Apprentice is probably the best. I think the new equip is a shit. I don't even know what that means. RC is the coolest one in my opinion for the anime. No, I think low-key, I think the Warden. I think the Warden's pretty sick. I think the RC could have been my favorite. If she looked like the profile picture straight up, I think the RC would have been my favorite. But her in-game model does not look like her picture model. I got catfished out here, bro. It'd be what it be. What is this base? I think we go opposite of the double-facing fire spitters here. You know what? Let's just hit it quick, yeah? Bop. Bop. Yeah! Warden almost just sacrificed himself right there. Yeah, I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't know if that was the play. Banger of a song, bro. Dude, why are my healers only covering 2 things here, bruh? Healers, there are other things you can heal. Like, I hate to break it to you. Bro, my healers are throwing. That is the thrower's job. They're healing the queen? Okay, buddy. Step 1 to lose an attack. Heal the queen. Alright. Haste Vial or Rocket Spear? For what? I'm assuming an RC charge, but like what army specifically? Here's what I will say. See, that concerns me right there. That was a really bad base, and that would have been the easiest triple, except for my healers literally were throwing. And I still tripled. Right? But like that, I think on a goodly built base, I don't think that hits, bro. I don't know about that. Just use king boots, or I don't know wall breakers. Huh? I think it'll go well with Yetis or bowlers or the throwers. I think I'm missing half the conversations, boys. What is happening here? I don't like the rocket spear. That's crazy. I think it's up to what you value more. Spiky ball is good with gauntlet, but not always needed. Depends if you value the gauntlet more or less. Speed. I feel like I'm missing like half these conversations, bro. Best attack for Town Hall 15. Low key, I think you could do any Town Hall 16 or Town Hall 17 attack at Town Hall 15. At least the meta ones. I think either Root Rider RC Dive, or RC Dive Dragons. Both very, 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 very strong attacks. And I'm sure you do fantastic at that. Otherwise, you could probably do Sarch at that point, too. I don't know how many people are defending against Sarch at Tunnel 15, but you could always do that as well if people are defending against RC Dive. What's up, Turner? How you doing, my guy? Again, TikTok. We have a new system in place. I believe it should work properly tonight. So if you guys like up the live stream, I think we should be able to do some free base reviews tonight. And if it works, that'd be huge. Speaking of base reviews, let's do this one real quick here. All right, let's take a look here. Interesting. Okay, first off, not sure how I feel about this base. This is like 3 different variants of the same base. This is a very, 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 very old Town Hall 15 base design. The Town Hall 15 base design that I remember actually had invis towers in the core. Typically either 1 or 2 of them. However, that has probably changed now because Queen Arrow is definitely a thing, and it kind of is very easy to trigger those now. Now you have a double poison, which kind of looks like a very condensed version of some very meta bases that I've seen recently. Typically, I don't know how to really explain it, but they're like typically a boxy base design, almost similar to what you're running. Typically, there's more corners. And these compartments in particular are typically very beefy. Kind of looks very, very similar to that. It's just a boxy base design with a ton of walls in the center. It's 3 older base designs combined into kind of one, which I think it could probably do fine. Fire spitters are facing each other, cover the town hall very nicely. You have poison towers that shouldn't overlap with each other. You are using the Crusher Mortar, which this base does look like it's more built against anti-Root Riders, considering just the core condensed aspect of it. I would be a little bit concerned about RC Dive. I feel like, as far as I can tell, there's not a lot of anti-RC Dive. But then again, I could see where some hidden Teslas could potentially mess up quite a bit. I'm looking like RC dive potentially here. Could be kind of insane, but if you have like a hidden Tesla right here, I mean, that could obviously shake up a lot of the base. Your upgrades obviously look phenomenal. Yeah. I mean, I could see it working. I could see it being pretty strong. I feel like I've seen this base pop up every few months. Maybe it's that time again. I'll give it an 8.5 to 9. Looks strong, but I feel like this type of design has been overplayed so ridiculously. But hey, if it's working for you, I could be completely wrong. I give it an 8.5 to 9. Do this one. Also, by the way, in the very, very near future, because free base reviews are going to be cooking a lot more, I would imagine in the future, the price of a base review over TikTok will actually be increasing. Just letting you guys know. So just a little bit of a heads up. Wait. Okay, gotcha. Best equipment for RC charge using Root Riders. I feel like Rocket Spear electric boots. I don't know if it's still the tech, but what I have been seeing is they do the Spirit Fox charge into the base. They clear out a little bit of a pathing. They recall her. And then they place her with the army. The army obviously cooks through. And then I think like midway through, they pop the rocket spear. And I think they called that Crispy Tech because I believe Crispy was the one that kind of was running that. It seemed pretty strong. Although I will say, I don't think there's anything really wrong with either. We got a prize dice roll. Gotcha. That being said here, we have a double rage. We have a monolith in the core. Very good fire spitters. Here's what I will say. This is a very, very, very nicely balanced space design. And I do think to the point. Okay. Ooh. Okay. 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 So I'm looking at arrow value here, right? And I would be a little bit concerned about like arrows through here because you can technically hit stuff. However, the buildings are off-centered on all sides here to be having a hard time hitting the... I was gonna say kind of difficult. Hit from the lab. Where's the lab? I mean, I guess you can hit from these sides, and you can get value, but these ones in particular here hit 3 different buildings that you would want for like anti-dragon. Although this one's misplaced here. Because typically it looks like that they're off-centered, but that one in particular is, unless that's baited for some reason, if you actually wanted to, I feel like you could get actually a crazy bait off that, because that's the only one that you could go off of. That could be dirty. That could be really, really dirty. I think the rest of the base is pretty balanced. I will say, I feel like RC wouldn't be too difficult to get into. I have seen bases, a lot of these bases, they typically have the hidden Teslas here. Same thing on this side. To kind of counteract an RC dive, but I actually don't think it's that hard to get in. Even with that, I still think you're approaching in pretty easily. You get a rage tower, or you clear out an entire side by itself. Either or, it's typically pretty solid. It's all right. Double rage is very strong. I'd give it a 9. It's a good solid base. across the board. I don't think it's anything special. It is a base that we've seen a ton of, but I say it's pretty solid. 9.5. Great upgrades, obviously. TikTok's about to get a free base review, and I can't wait to test out this software. I really hope it works. Because if this works, this could be like the thing. All right, here we go. Chat, we have 2 more attacks. Let's cook it. Alright, I think I pop a rage for my warden in just a second here. Just to let him cook through stuff, hopefully pretty quickly. I think we get the clan castle with that bad boy right there. Eee, run away! Run away! No! Oh! Okay, that king was a paid actor there, all I'm saying. That king was a paid actor right there. Brother was under... My warden had the healers raged up. Buddy had a headhunter on him, and he still stood there, unfazed, bro. Crazy work. Why are my things just randomly burning here? Why are they losing health? Why were they just randomly losing health? They were just like dying. Furnace? Brother, I took care of the CC. There was no CC to spawn in stuff. But he said furnace. Did it still not work? I still don't think it worked, bro. I do have a dice roll. 1 second, bro. Dude, it's starting to kill me. It's starting to kill me, bro. Wait, why are we... Okay, hold on. Hold on. Let me see something here. only one person. Only one person has entered. Okay, there we go. We got 2. Oh! Dude, I was like, dude, why didn't it work the first time? Guys, you guys have to be following, bro. You guys got to be following, bro. Then I believe it should choose randomly, I think. Yep. Cool. Okay, it kind of worked. It kind of worked. Okay. No caps, and you have to be following. And Itachi was the winner there. Okay. Okay, I'm going to have to work on some stuff for sure. It's working on the back end. You guys just can't see it. But Itachi was the one that got it. Unfortunately... Gotcha. Hold on. I gotta talk to my programmer real quick. It's working very, very closely. 1 second. I gotta tell him real quick. Just so I don't forget. Because we gotta improve this a little bit. Little tweaks here and there. We're gonna get there. Dude, where's this guy at? Ah, here we go. Awesome. Okay. All right. So Itachi was the one. Also, we got V Lactos in here. Big dubs. Big dubs. How you doing? How you doing? Long time no see. Okay. First things first. We got to make sure no goldfish brain. We got to do what we got to do. First, we have a dice roll. This is for a scenery. Okay? So, in case you guys don't know what this is all about, on the Purple website, you can do a dice roll. And if the dice hits, you guys get a prize. This prize in particular is a scenery. So he's looking for number 13. 13 staring us in the face. If this lands on the top where the 2 is, Buddy gets a scenery. Here we go. 413. Here we go. Bang. Oof. Good try. No feet picks as prize. I don't know if that's in the prize pool at the current moment here. Okay, we do have another dice roll. We can do that one real quick, and then we have a base review to do. So, we're looking for the number 7 for a scenery here. Here we go. 19. Good try. All right. So we have Itachi as the base review winner. Unfortunately, the code did not copy over, but I can scroll up and get it. Dude, I'm so glad that this is kind of working. It's all automatic now, so once it does pop up, dude, it picks a winner. I am hoping eventually I can get it so it actually shows the winner on screen. Same. I want that same. Wait, what's going on? What does coins to it got filled up 2 times? I'm confused. Coins should trigger it as well. I could be wrong, but it should do that. All right, we have Itachi here. Double rage. I feel like, again, very, very common. I will say here, I feel like this base, unfortunately, could be tweaked slightly. Because, I don't know, I guess there is interesting aspects here. You have 3 compartments of really solid value, right? You have the rage compartments, which are always fantastic to go for. And then you have this here, right? Typically, there isn't a monolith in this compartment. And I think that's typically very, very good because it's not a compartment you want to look at. It's not a compartment that you want to push. Fire spitters are very, very dangerous for a lot of armies. And I think when there is no monolith in this compartment, these compartments are a lot more juicy, right? And maybe they still are. However, I think putting the monolith in this compartment here, unfortunately, kind of teeters it to being like a very simple, you take down one compartment here, and then you just push into the other two, kind of like this. It's kind of a simple deal. I feel like having the monolith on the other side kind of balances the base, where even if you do the RC takedown here, you push in through the base, you still have the monolith on the back end. And if anyone knows anything about the monolith on the back end, that boy can clutch up an attack. Just give him enough time and he will do it. So I feel like I don't actually like the monolith in that compartment because I feel like it's a very easy takedown of the base. I feel like this base doesn't have as much balance to it. I feel like if the monolith was in this compartment instead, I think it would definitely be. Actually, I would even say, I'd go a step further and say, I think a monolith in between these multi-archer towers, you have the multi-inferno in front of the prince. I think this could be an actually insanely dangerous compartment. You have the minion prince to distract and do a ton of damage. You have multi-archer towers to do a ton of air damage that does multi-targeting. You have the multi-inferno doing also multi-targeting. And then you have the big boy monolith just doing just insane damage as a solo. So that's what I would say. I think this monolith needs to be in this other compartment here. I think that balances the base a lot more too. That's what I'll say. Currently, I'd give that probably like a 7 out of 10. I think you make that change, I think it shoots up to a 9. What's up, Prabby? Can we get a shout out for Prabby? What's up, Mel? This isn't on my playlist, is it? Did someone request this? Oh, it is on my playlist. God, I'm so good at... I'm like, dude, holy... What would he switch the monolith with? I don't think he switches the monolith with anything. I think he moves the multi-inferno in front of the minion prince, and he puts the monolith in between the multi-archer towers. Erebors, did you see my my message? I got the message to pop up, which is fantastic, and I think that will help out. I do think I need to tweak it to tell people that you have to be following in order for it to work. The first time it rolled through, people did the reviews, and none of it worked because the people that tried it out weren't following, which I think is kind of funny. But it was working, and it did do the raffle entries, and it did put the codes, but when the winner was chosen, it didn't have the code next to it, so that was kind of like, oh. I feel like I would imagine just copying the code from one spot and bringing it into the other pool is probably a very simple fix. But he said attack as if I didn't have Clan Castle troops. Brother, once I got Clan Castle troops, I'd go for it, my guy. That being said, we do have another attack here. What are we currently going? 1 time fail and all triples across the board. Can we finish off the day with only 1 fail? Only 1 fire spitter? Why? You know, I was kind of liking this song. This part of the song, I don't know if I'm a huge fan of. think my healers weren't healing more than like one thing at a time. That's unfortunate. Dude, I actually feel like the biggest throw here is currently my healers. If my healers aren't doing what they should be doing, it seems like a cooked attack. That's what I'm starting to feel like. Kind of what I'm feeling here. That's unfortunate. So, yeah, I feel like we had a time fail. This is going to be a fail. This is going to be my first fail of the day. That's unfortunate. Make sure you guys are following when doing the review. It's not working again. Guys, it's automatic, bro. I'm not the one doing it. Also, Dylan Adams, you're not typing the command correctly. Hold on. Okay, so that didn't work at all there. Have I done it correctly? No one got triggered there. And I have a sneaking suspicion I know what it might be. But nothing happened there. Let's see if this one works. Guys, I tried it again. Hold up. We'll try it here. Try it again. Okay, now it's working. I have a sneaking suspicion I kind of know what it might be. But we'll see. I have Wacko Whack, Czix, Xanax. Those are the 3 people so far entered. You guys have to make sure you guys are typing it correctly. Because if you're typing review, it's not going to be working. Yeah, chase checks. That is definitely not the correct way there. Someone sent coins and we never got a prompt for that, by the way. Yeah, it seems like that's what people are saying here. I don't know. Everything should be pretty automatic, by the way. So, hold on. Let me make sure here. Coins earned 500. It should trigger, so I don't know. Hold on 1 second. I wonder here. Edit. Yeah, there shouldn't be a cooldown, so it should be. I don't know. I don't know why that wouldn't. Xanax was the person that did win, by the way. Ouroboros, as of right now, when it's triggered automatically, it's not working. I am trying something because I feel like this might just be a pure bug. And next automatic one, I think I'll try something and see if it works this time. Because if it does work this time, I think I would no way bug on this. Oh, yeah. Wait, what's... Yeah. Okay. We'll try here. When does stream end? No idea. Alright, hold on. Mind if I share spam to get it there? You can try it. Yeah, go for it. It is set up for that. If you guys spam the share live to get that to try it again, go for it. Where are you doing CWL? In my main clan. for minis in my secondary clan. All right, speaking of, while you guys are doing that, so I got to get Xanax's code up here. Love me when I'm gone. Everything I am. Why? What's up, Prabby? Alrighty. So, right off a rip, with the Town Hall 14, I see one issue. Noted though, it could be an issue that might potentially not be too much of an issue anymore. Ooh, hold up. Okay, two things. One, I was going to say Super Archer clone value. I don't know how many people are doing Super Archer clones, especially with how the blimp changes were and everything. I don't know if people are still doing that. However, I do feel like a Sarch roughly around this area right here would be a very, very easy landing point. If you land and clone in Sarch, I think you could probably take out a large section of the base, potentially taking out the Eagle Artillery, the Town Hall, a scatter shot, and maybe an Inferno all in one go, potentially. And I feel like that is a huge issue with the base off rip. However, I also noticed that not only is arrow value straight from the top of the base a huge problem, and I'll explain why that's even really bad coming up here. Because I'm not entirely sure that if you could hit both of these in one go, you could at least hit probably one of them. And even one of them will dictate pretty easily what side to attack on. And where this base really is a problem is the fact that E-Dragons can chain through a lot of it. Hold on, let me do that in a different color here. A lot of the base can be chained through in different ways here. I mean, the core itself is just one big chain value. Everything down here is chainable. So unfortunately, I think this base is a little too compact. I think the core of the base is easily searchable. It does kind of look like it's anti-RC dive to a degree. Which could be kind of the play. I don't know if the multi-infernos are the play. I think triple single could be very good, especially for how compact it is with E-Dragons potentially being such a threat. And I do think that arrow value is a huge problem. I think you have pretty decent upgrades so far. A little rushed in different compartments, but I mean, that's not too bad by any means. Town Hall 14 is one of the fastest Town Halls to max out, so I think you're completely fine on that. I just recommend a different base design, one that's a little bit more spaced out, one that doesn't have all the key defenses so close to each other, and for that reason, I'll probably, unfortunately, only give this like a 6.5 out of 10. I think there's a little too many exploitable weaknesses on this base. Also, not using the minion prince on defense, I think, is a huge throw as well. The minion prince is one of the best defending heroes. Dude is a literal monster on defense. Not using him, I think, is a huge waste of potential. I would say either replacing the king or the warden. One of the two, I think, would be significantly better, depending on what you're going for. Obviously, if you're going for like more anti-air, maybe remove the king, just so all of your defending heroes can attack ground and air. Or if you're looking for raw strength, replacing the warden with the minion prince, I think, is typically a better option as well. Unless he's like level 1 or something like that. But, yeah, different base design, and yeah. Great upgrades so far, though. The good news is, because of your upgrades, all you really have to do is just a different base design. You could easily shoot up to like a 9 out of 10. Are the shares not working? Are the shares not working? I can't tell if they're tracking or not. They did not. Hold up. Goal overlay. It says, oh, I put the shares to 100 because I knew people could share spam. So I think it might still be tracking. I just think it's just low. Any base designs you recommend? Anything? Unfortunately, I don't have any really off the top of my head. I have kind of considered, and people have asked me to make a base design at every town hall level, just to get like a unique, fresh look at different things. But I have not gotten to that, so unfortunately, I don't have one. I could 3-star that base. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, no, I couldn't find it. Anyways, I think we go to the next base here. Did you stream the last 2 days? I didn't see it pop up. No, I did not. I don't stream on Wednesdays. However, the day before, I had some giveaway stuff to give away. Speaking of, congratulations to the people that got 40 different gold passes. Clash Bashing coming in with a raid here. Yo, absolute W. Absolute W. Welcome in, everyone. It is not picking people. Yeah, it is not picking people. My thought process was, unless I'm not doing this wrong, I don't think. What's the difference between raffle and tourney? One second. Also, can we get a shout out for Clash Bashing in case we didn't? Welcome in, everyone. Welcome in. Sorry, we're trying to work on some software for TikTok here. If we can get it working, it would be the absolute most beautiful thing. We're just troubleshooting a little bit here. Gotcha. Okay. So my thought process for the bug was auto start when goal is met. Was already pre-selected when I pulled this up. So I just clicked it to unclick it, and then I just re-clicked it to basically like turn it off, turn it on again. The only reason why I thought that could potentially work is because when I pull up the program, it opens up windows that I have unselected. They're still unselected, but they still pop up. So I just typically have to activate the windows and then unactivate them to, again, not have them activated. So I was just like, oh, maybe it was just like pre-selected. I just have to do the same thing for that. But yeah, no, it's still not working, unfortunately. So I guess I can still manually do it. I just unfortunately don't have a notification when it pops up. So I'll just have to manually do it again. That being said, let me do it, I guess. All right, hold on. Bang. Bop. There we go. The thought process, does it run automatically the first goal that's met? It doesn't run on any of it, no. I have not had it run automatically at all. Yeah, Dylan, Wacka Whack, and Czix are 3 people that have been done. Hydrate? Gotcha. All right. Back to what I saw chat. Someone was asking me what I'd rather prefer, dragons or root riders. Between those two options, I prefer dragons. However, my main army has been testing throwers. And to be honest with you, I'm not fully convinced. I don't know yet. I don't know yet because like when it's tripling fantastic. But a problem I've been seeing a lot seemingly recently is my healers will choose like the dumbest things to heal here. So I want to see real quick, right? We set up the funnel, right? And where this really fell apart was they started choosing other targets for some reason. And I think right here they start spreading, unfortunately. Yeah, they start spreading too much. We have like three boys here that are like really weak. They're not healing them at all. Yeah, they die. So now my army's pretty much thinned out because my healers are like choosing, what was that, 3 throwers over, I guess, dangerous ones? I don't know. Wasn't good fireball value either. It's not... I've been told that you don't need fireball value. I think regardless of the fireball value, if my healers would have healed up the damaged throwers, I think this would have been a triple. So I don't know. I have no idea. So I don't know if I'm convinced yet. Don't you love when healers stay on the warden too? I don't know. So far, I've either had time fail issues or legitimate the healers are just not healing things. Those are my biggest gripes so far with this army. I feel like the time fail issue is definitely something that I can work on and try to iron out. However, I feel like the healer thing, I don't know about that one. I don't know how to solve the healer issue because that's at the mercy of the game AI just healing things, and I don't know about that. Who got picked? Wacko Whack got picked. Wacko Whack got picked. Big dubs. So we got a base review there. Alrighty. That's interesting. Okay. Now, this is a weird base, which weird bases can be really, really good. And I will say, I think for like anti-RC dive, this could be pretty solid. I don't know at this point how... What is this? Why you got that double duty on the town hall here? But he's got both air supers facing the same direction. That I don't know how I feel about that. I don't know about that one there. I was gonna say the biggest issue that I could see here is if you can get a Sarch in the middle section here. I feel like this could be very, very dangerous as the Sarch could hit both of these very easily. And I would actually, depending, I could see it also reaching that. I feel like a Sarch probably guts this middle section if you can get it in there. The only problem with that is I don't know how difficult that is considering the changes to the Blimp and Warden ability. Although counter argument, I do feel like a Lava Hound with a Blimp following could be a very easy takedown. Unless E-Titan and CC. Yes and no. E-Titans are very easy to drag out. You just need one archer placed. What was that noise? All you have to do is place an archer on the side and the E-Titan will leave. You can't Sarch. People have tried. It's hilarious every time. What do you mean you can't search? Do you have the tornado trap in a certain spot or something? I feel like I could totally search this. I was going to say, I totally feel like this is definitely searchable. The only problem also, though, is because you have your or not your fire sparrows, Jesus, your air sweepers all facing the same direction here, the area of coverage, even if you do have a tornado trap, let's say like right here, for example, you have too much ground to cover in the back end where they could approach from and still get that value. So I don't know. I still don't know if I feel that. And E-Titan in the CC, again, like I was saying, I don't think the E-Titan's that hard to counter. I don't know. I guess if you have the precautions and people are messing up on it, big dubs. I'm just saying that I do think if a Sarch does land in there and the person is knowing, I do think that's this could be a very easy triple. That being said, I think against E-Dragons, I think this is decently solid. Good single Infernos. It is a unique and weird base design, so that's pretty solid. You don't see too many of those nowadays. And I kind of like that. I don't think you can hit a God Arrow or anything on this base as far as I can tell. I'm trying to find like an angle that... Maybe?
Fergal5p just cheered 1,000 bits. I pee in pools.
Chat, be honest. Is anyone with Ferg here? Does anyone pee in the pool? Anyone else? Anyone else? Anyone gonna admit their deepest, darkest secret there? I peed in Ferg's bed? What? Can confirm. Hey, yo. I don't go in pools. Dude, I don't remember the last time. Dude, as a middle schooler, dude, I loved the pool. Dude, I lived every day during summer at the pool. It was fantastic. But I haven't been in the pool in forever. Sometimes I'll fill up my bathtub. No, I'm just kidding. Anyways, I don't think there's like a crazy arrow that you can hit on this base. So I think this is fine. Tell me where to aim the air sweepers because people only attack with air to the town hall side. I think you only need one. I think double is overkill. That's basically what I'm saying. I think you could have this one covering the town hall. I think you could have this one facing literally almost any other direction. So, if I'm going to be completely honest with this base, I think this base is still decently solid. Unfortunately, it's not maxed out, but I do think it's unique, and I do think it has some decent stuff to it. Although I do think the Sarch could be a huge problem if landed in properly. Again, I haven't done Sarch in a hot second, so I don't know how hard it is to get a blimp in there. But I'm only going to give this like an 8.5. Probably currently. I feel like I've been giving a ton of 9s recently. Although I will say that is a pretty bad weakness. I think it does defend against other things pretty nicely. Again, I still don't like the air super facing the same way. And again, obviously you're not maxed out. So if you were maxed out, I'd probably give it closer to a 9. I could see it being pretty solid, but again, I do think that is a pretty bad weakness to the base that I don't think would be too hard to fix. Ferg pees on Snapchat? Well, guys, what is up with Ferg peeing, bro? My snap score has gone up by 84K in 2 months. Is that good? I didn't know people still use Snapchat, if I'm completely honest with you. During high school, I got up to 2 mil snap score, and then I stopped using it. Have you activated the review thing? Again, it's supposed to be automatic. We're gonna have to figure out something because I won't be able to hear or know when that's popped up. So it's gonna be kind of an issue. It's supposed to be automatic. It's still unfortunately not. So it just activated for what? Coins? For likes? Um, hmm. What is that noise? I'm so confused. $681,342 right now. Yo, big dubs. All right, I guess I'll try it again here.
Fergal5p just cheered 25 bits. My bits donated are at 367,890.
Okay, okay. Ferg has the top bit leaderboard, and it's not even close. It's not even close. I want to say he has the top by like almost 200,000. I don't actually know, but it is a ridiculous amount. Just a reminder, if you guys are on TikTok and you're trying to do the review system, make sure you guys type it correctly and make sure you guys are following. The only thing is, dude, I feel like like I'm running 2 automatic programs and I feel like both of them are just not working automatically like at all. It's crazy. Wait, yeah, though. Wait, I'm so confused. Hold on. Oh, hold on. At this point, guys, it's just at this point, it is literally just a testing stream. Wix?
Ike's just subscribed with Prime.
Okay, Wix. I appreciate that. Appreciate the sub. Welcome in. Welcome in. Sorry, one second. Hold on. Let me figure this real quick here. Okay, now I'm confused. Okay, Kai was the winner, by the way. Oh, here we go. Hold up, hold up. Oh, here we go. Hold on. Sorry, one second. Chat. So much testing here. Okay, custom goals. 1. Bang. Okay, cool. So apparently the follow thing just wasn't working. Chat, we're just testing out things here. Okay. Do you miss me? Obviously I missed you, my guy. Welcome back in here. Okay, cool. Now when people follow, that should update. Okay, we're figuring stuff out here. We're getting here. What did I win? You get a base review. Whew. Trying out different things. Okay. Sorry. What did I miss? What did I miss here? I was locked in trying to figure something out. We had Wayx coming with the prime. What an absolute W, bro. Dude, I hope you enjoy your month free of no ads and great emotes. That being said, I need to find Kai's base review. So let me scroll up real quick here. All right, there we go. All right, here we go. Let's take a look. Okay. Oh, we have another one? All right, hold up. Dude, I hate doing this. I hate doing this manually. This is not it, bro. I feel like this is more confusing trying to do it manually than auto. It is what it is. We're getting there. We're getting there. We're figuring it out. Ferg, I hope you have a wonderful night, my dude. Okay, well that just got rid of everything. Now I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. It just got rid of the raffle.
Is 5400 good this early in season? My buddy is there and he is saying that is high for RN?
I have no idea, bro. Who just said that? It's not even popping. What is happening, bro? Oh, gotcha. Things are breaking here, chat. Things are breaking all over the place. I'm just confused. Anyways. Okay. Okay. Slight issue with this base. I feel like the funneling on this base is super easy to do. I don't mind the base. I could see it definitely working in different scenarios, but I do feel like, again, unless there's a hidden Tesla somewhere or something like that, I feel like an RC dive can very easily just kind of approach in and go through and take out like a large section of the base, where a funnel then is very easy to just hit straight through the middle. Surely me or Dylan gets a base review. It's supposed to be random, and it did choose whack-a-whack again. However, the problem is, because it's not doing it, I have to do it manually, and by the time I do it manually, because I don't hear a notification, I don't see anything, I don't know, it's kind of a mess, I'm not even gonna lie. This is, I don't know, just messy. It's gonna stress me out more than anything, and I think I might have to take off the base review system until it works properly. Basically what I was saying though is I think this base here is just really easy to funnel on. I think the Rage Tower compartment in the center, very solid. I think it'd be hard to fireball, which is good. So you can get some good value. I do think this compartment is very annoying here. This one right around here with the Monolith. I do think the Crusher is a very solid option. I would 100% not ever do a hook tower here. I feel like that hook tower could be very used against the base. So I think this is fine. And I do like the heroes covering the center there. One tanking to do a ton of damage. Probably I'd rather put that over in front of the monolith instead. I'd actually switch where the heroes are. I think the minion prince and the multi-gear tower is just a lot of DPS. And I do think the king tanking HP for the monolith I think is a better option as well. So I'd probably replace those. But everything else is relatively fine. Again, I don't like how easy it is to funnel potentially on this base. I think that's the biggest issue. C6 can get my base review. Gotcha. All right. I think what we're going to do, unfortunately, here, because the system doesn't, like, it works, but it's not working. It's kind of working kind of halfly here. I think I'm just going to turn off the base review thing for tonight after this next one, just because I don't know. I feel like it's not working to where I want it to be. So for that, let me just do that there. Are you some type of base builder? I dabble in base building from time to time, but I attack a lot of bases, so I kind of know what you kind of want to do. That being said, I need to find C6 code again in the whole chat here, which, again, kind of annoying. There we go. Just some flaws. We iron them out, and it'll be good. It'll be good. Just growing pains, chat. Just growing pains. Once we get it, though, chat, oh, dude, the automatic base reviews are going to be nice. Pocket monsters. Okay, buddy. Someone knows some ball knowledge here. We have a Town Hall 15 off-centered asymmetrical base design. Baiting an air attack happening from the Town Hall side. Monolith is in an anti-queen compartment, but still covering the Town Hall. And he's got a pretty nice invis covering that. I don't mind that too much. I don't know if I like the builder hut here, if I'm completely honest with you. I've kind of talked about it here. I feel like invis towers, when they pop, they shouldn't have anything around it, because I do think that having things around the invis tower only just delays it slightly. Where, let's say, like, for example, let's say you funnel in this part of the base here, right? Right, this part is funneled in. You approach with your dragons against the air sweepers, because the air sweepers are facing like this, right? So you approach into the base, and you hit this invis tower. Invis pops, obviously, right? These things can't be attacked. Where do they go? They either go kind of this way, they kind of go this way. There's a lot of high HP buildings. They're going to take a little bit to go through. The Invis Tower doesn't last too long. Invis Tower goes away. Where are they at? Maybe like around here at this point. Maybe over here at this point. The problem is they're still in the area. Where do they go? They'll probably eventually circle back in here. Not super great. I feel like if you're going to run an Invis Tower, typically you want to have as much dead space where the troops kind of just completely leave the area. That being said, I do think that this could still work. There's not too much to trigger it. And for it to trigger, they have to be attacking a pretty powerful thing. So it's not the worst invis. I just don't think it's the best one, because I think you have things around the area that, unfortunately, kind of keep the troops in there. I like this poison tower. I think it kind of blocks off any search value up here. I actually think that the key defenses on this base are actually pretty nicely separated. I feel like arrow value seems very minimal. The upgrades look very good. I think this base is very solid. I think the only thing I would really change is roughly the things around this Invis Tower. I think it could add a little bit more value from it, where I think, again, things leaving the area would keep the town hall surviving a little bit longer. But I think this base is extremely solid still as is. Although you are not running the minion prince, and I think that is a huge sell. So I'll probably... I was going to give this a 10 out of 10, or at least close to it. Although, unfortunately, again, the Invis Tower knocks off a little bit of points, and then not running the Minion Prince, I think, knocks off a little bit more points. I guess I'll give this closer to like a 9.5. I'll give it like a 9.3. Great upgrades. Not fully maxed out, and I think, again, I think anyone that doesn't run the Minion Prince on defense is unironically throwing. Ian, I appreciate the roses, my dude. Where would I move my builders to then? I'm assuming you want them to still cover the town hall. What if you place them like in front of the town hall instead? Pray I got... the other thing too is you guys also can go to the Purple website and just get a base review for yourself. The TikTok is a group effort, but it's also a group drawing. Twitch is a individual base review system, so you get it for yourself specifically. It's not randomized. Dude, this song, I've said this before, so sad. This song, if you're not ready for it, might catch in your feels. If you ain't ready for it, you know, it could catch you off guard. Where's the other airsuit? Oh, there it is. Okay. Wow. It's somehow missing that is almost impressive on how that missed it. Yeah, I gotta change a few things. I need to, I want to put a guaranteed base review. What is that noise, bro? What is that? Can you guys hear that? It's like a car bell. I'm so confused. Is that when someone follows? Am I the only one that's hearing that? Am I going insane, bro? Should add a TikTok likes leaderboard. I've tried it before. Maybe I can. Wait. This guy has 7 builders? Hold up a moment. Is he cheating out here? Wait, 7 builders? Huh? Wait a minute, guys. How does he have 7 builders? Eh, 6, 7. I still don't get it. I don't get it. I've seen I've seen things on that. I don't know why everyone hates on the Goblin Builder, dude. I literally was having a conversation with someone not that long ago on how absolutely strong he is, bro. Never got a base review from you. Been in so many lives. Ian, unfortunately, I will say, admittedly, hold on one second. Admittedly, in the last maybe week or two, if you've been in those live streams, we've been testing out something, and it's not been going well. I don't think it's worked properly yet. And it is a little frustrating as someone that does get frustrated pretty easily. It's a little rough. However, I know once it's cooking and once it's set up, it'll be fantastic. I would recommend not being on TikTok for a base review because our system on Twitch does work and it has been working constantly and definitely could have gotten 1 or 2 at this point. But yeah. I'm still trying to get it to work on TikTok. Once we get it down on there, then hopefully it'll be good. Unk late to the trend. What trend? You will not change my mind? Brother, what? Change my mind on the Goblin Builder? I mean, he is literally the best bang for your buck if you're going to spend gems on the base. I would say if I'm putting a ranking, if you have gems and you're going to progress your base, I would say the Builder Apprentice is probably still actually above him, purely because he has technically unlimited value, but next thing in line would be him. This guy is the best way to spend gems if you're going to progress in this game. It's like not even close, really. I got a treasure chest from watching the live show on YouTube on Clashorama. See, that kind of how did they just drop codes? Is that how they did that? How did they do it on YouTube? TikTok's so hard to stream on. How strict? But TikTok gets a lot more foot traffic. Kinda. I think the biggest issue with TikTok is the users, which sounds very harsh, but like the users are something different. All I'm gonna say. And anyone on Twitch can vouch for me, basically. I mean, we've been through our number of years of like really crazy TikTok users. There was one dude that was basically straight up yelling at me in chat because I've spent money, and he was convinced that if you spent any money on this game, you should have your account deleted. Like, bro, like TikTok has some different beasts in there, bro. So how do we get a base review here then? Unfortunately, again, the system's not working, so I actually removed the system for tonight. Sadly, you can't from here tonight. How I want it to be though is, when you guys see the like coins, like shares, follows, that kind of stuff. When one of those are reached, you guys can put in your code for 60 seconds and it will randomly choose someone that types in that code. That's the preferred way that it works. It'll automatically choose someone. If I'm in an attack when it happens, it will, like, I will get out of my attack. I will see, oh, I got a base review I got to do. It's picked the person. It copied the code. I can literally just do it from there. That's what I'm trying to do. Because when I'm in an attack, I'm, like, basically, for the most part, locked in. And unfortunately, ding-dongs and pings and such, there's so many different notification noises that I get from both YouTube, Twitch, TikTok, that unfortunately I turn like a blind ear. It's not something that I am super happy about, but unfortunately it's not something that I can like combat. It's just subconsciously I kind of like eventually tune it out. So that's kind of why I'm trying to do this, get this program working properly, because then it'll literally be in my face, bang, this is the code. But unfortunately it's not working yet. So, believe it or again, I'm sorry that it's not working. Believe me, I'm a little frustrated, but it's good. What's the program? It's a custom program that one of the Twitch users, well, I should say one of the viewers, because I think he's mainly on TikTok. He's been putting together, and he's doing a wonderful job. And if you know anything about programming, there's always bugs in it. It's just something that happens. And he is a solo dude doing it as well, and he's doing it for free. So again, big props to him. It's just we're kind of the beta testers on it. Why can't you do them manually? I technically can do them manually. However, it gets kind of messy. And by kind of messy, I mean very messy. Because I need something to pop up on screen so people can see how to type it in. The only problem with that is it doesn't time up properly. It does it automatically. And again, the same issue that we're running into before where there's no notification sounds. Even if there is notification sounds, it doesn't pop up. So I'm not manually pressing it so it does it and picks randomly. So that whole system is just not working. I feel like I was going with somewhere here. Again, I would just say if you're looking for a base review, just go to Twitch currently. Okay, Chess. All right, buddy. Not many people in here anyways. Only 2 people have sent their bases. Ian, brother. Okay, hold on. There are 16 people on TikTok right now. If I start doing base reviews, I guarantee that number goes up. But that does not count in the 56 people on Twitch that are also, at least some of them, looking for base reviews, I would imagine. How am I doing? Class, I'm doing fantastic, bro. Even if things are going slightly south, I mean, we're still tripling out here, you know? What global rank do I have? The season just reset. It's kind of up to, it's kind of random. Chat, is he tripling? Yes or no? What are we thinking? Is he tripling this base? See, bro, Buddy's got the Spirit Fox on the RC, but he's fighting it bro, dude, you're throwing, bro. Okay. I'm a Spirit Fox hater. I'm not gonna lie. What did I place last season? Last season I placed 10K. I wasn't trying the hardest, admittedly. I don't think I actually changed my base at all one time last season. So, kind of throwing. My best rank, though, end of the season was 758 globally. Oh, this RC could be cooking. Pop the Rage. Unfortunately, did not get the invis, and that invis will be coming back in the near future here. Hip didn't even read my messages. I saw that you were talking, like, chess. You're saying something about chess trolling or something. It was fun watching my mate Legends push. Yo, big dubs. Yo, Hippus, could I possibly join your clan as a Town Hall 13 so I could use my miners on a max capital? You're just looking for a clan capital? Yeah, we could probably make that work. Whoa! He pulled up the fireball? Oh god, that was a huge spread right there. But he pulled up the fireball. No way the king clutches up here. No way the king clutches up here. No way, bro. Wow. Buddy just got the most luck. I mean, he's not tripling, but he's really lucky that that just clutched up right there for him. Chess knows what I'm talking about. He's nice. I'm so confused. At night or morning? Huh? Is it, bro? Tonight I feel like there's been so many people that have been saying like half conversations, and I'm so confused, bro. So confused. Also, DJ1294939, welcome in, my dude. Watching Twitch and TikTok on the same screen. Okay, buddy. All right. I see you, Dylan Adams. It's wild how quickly you could actually fix rushes lately. Dude, I've been saying that. I've been saying that for legitimate 2 years now. It has finally caught up to people that rushing is actually very strong. But dude, last 2 years I've been fighting tooth and nail on people on that. And I mean, there's still a lot of people that if I go onto my rushed account, they'll be like, dude, you're kind of rushed, bro. Personally, you just give up on the game. It's like, okay, buddy. This guy's so rushed, bruh. What am I looking at here? Bruh. Are you kidding me? Buddy hit my pinky toe and sucked me in. Yo, getting wild out here apparently. Average, yo, dude, Twitch is talking smack about TikTok here, bro. Dude, I'm telling you, a TikTok versus Twitch friendly war. What do we think, chat? Should we set it up? The RC needed more. Hold on, she's hold on. The Warden probably could have saved this. Minion Prince also maybe could have saved it. Neither one of them wanted to help the RC out. after this attack, can I see your troop setup? Sure. Dude. Twitch is saying that they would crap on, sorry. Twitch runs it. We'd shit on Twitch. Bro, it seems like there's a feud here, bro. Twitch versus TikTok, bro. Oh, here, by the way, here, this is the army here. Dude, I feel like that could be interesting. Twitch versus TikTok. Who would take the cake? Dylan is pulling out. Dylan says, bro, let's run it money-wise, bro.
Hey, QD.
What's up, Keegan? Dylan saying, let's go band for band. I was talking about Clash of Clans friendly wars here. You guys are talking about money? Crazy work. Okay, buddy. Oh, by the way, chat. Dylan, I bet you're broke. Prove me wrong, Dylan. Chronix is... Yo, dude. Actually, okay, dude, I gotta fix TikTok because right now TikTok can't even see Twitch talk. Hold on, can I get the chat back on? If I go like this, how smushed does it get? I feel like that looks kind of rough. Twitch would wreck TikTok players hands down. Dude, I feel like I gotta put this together. What do you guys think? I got a level 22 gift. Oh wait, I got a level 22 gift level with trucks and cars posted on my page. Dylan's saying he's not broke. Dylan, you better not let me talk to you like that. I would send a galaxy if I was you. Okay, Chronix, bro. You keen for the new season? Dude, I like it. I like the new one. 100% we roll. Dude, I gotta set it up. Okay, hold on. What is today? Today's Thursday. What if I did it next Friday? What is next Friday looking like? Ooh. Maybe not, because CW Well's going on. Right? What if it... What if we did... Is a Tuesday weird? Tuesday, Twitch versus TikTok? I feel like that's pretty good alliteration right there. What if I did Tuesday? Is that too weird of a day? No, excuse me. Because Tuesday, not next Tuesday, the 12th. Sorry, Tuesday the 12th. What do we think? I think maybe we do that.
We get Tom.
Whoa. Tom's getting claimed out here? Is a Saturday an option? I could potentially do a Saturday. The only problem is Saturday the 9th. Is that still... I feel like that's still CWL range. Yeah, I don't want to do it during CWL. Dude, I'm not even gonna lie. So far, I'm gonna be kind of biased here. I actually think Twitch completely steamrolls TikTok, if I'm completely honest. But here's the thing. If I do some advertising on my TikTok, I think has unlimited potential for who could pull from that. So, like, realistically, I don't know. Because, like, I feel like TikTok, if it hit the right audience, I mean, you could get some top-tier players, you know? So I don't know. What if we did this, right? We see how much demand is for it, right? For Twitch versus TikTok. And if we can get up to a 50v50, I think we do 50v50, one attack. No two attacks, one singular attack. Normal mode, but you only get one shot. I think that'd be great. Twitch has so many max Tunnel 17s. That is true. But again, I feel like TikTok has unlimited potential for who could be. Let's see. What if I try to set it up? I'll try to set it up. I will be an observer in it, though. I won't choose any side because I'm in both. I have both hands in each pot there. I don't think I could play either or. No, I won't do it hard mode. It doesn't need to be hard mode. Normal mode, one attack, and then we'll see how many demand. Because I guarantee it, if there's one singular attack, people will fail. I think that's fine. Bros,
No, you can do one-to-one you on either team.
No. I'm neither team. I feel like at 10v10 you can control the attacks and make a better show for the viewers. Bro, I haven't pulled this up. Yo, dude, Dude, I haven't pulled up my setup in a hot second here, but believe me, I can make it work, bro. We'll have to see how much demand there is. When are you sending out the passes? I've sent out the passes already. I think everyone should have received the passes that did participate. You're talking about the gold passes from the sponsorship, right? Dude, why is Discord not opening up right now? Yo, dude, Discord, bro. Please work. Dude, oh my god, my computer's dying. Oh my lord. Clash of Clans is killing my PC. Twitch players are real. TikTok is a bunch of whiny players. Yo, dude, there's some crazy talk going on here. Dude, I think we got to set this up. Twitch chat is calling out TikTok chat, bro. Okay, at the very least here, we need people to join the Discord. And to be fair, I think TikTok has a harder time joining the Discord. So I need to make sure I get that solved if I'm going for it. Also, let me try this real quick here. Let me try this right here. Okay, well, that definitely just does not work. Okay, that does desktop. Okay. I'll have to figure out some stuff. Imagine being jealous of TikTok. We need to do hard mode because normal... No, guys, trust me. Normal is not going to be too easy. I guarantee it. People will fail. What's up, 666? How you doing, my guy? So did we get screwed? Mason, I literally sent you your gold passes, my guy. What are you talking about, bro? Like, I literally sent them to you, bro. Tunnel 17 Champs 1 is crazy. Why is that crazy? What's a good attack strategy for Tunnel 15? Mass Dragons or RC Charge? Rushers will be smited by God. Why? Normal War, easy. CW World 2, because there's so much time to be planned. Again, you know what? How about this? We'll set up a Twitch versus TikTok. Okay. I would like to do a normal one attack each war setup. So even if it's a 50v50, I would imagine that there are people failing at some point, right? If for some reason 100 people left and right all triple their attack first hits, then we'll go to a hard mode. Sound like a plan? Why did people smite, or why did God smite the people of Lut? I don't know, my guy. I don't know. I no idea. Why can't I change your lights anymore? I don't have lights to change, really. Oh yeah, 50v50. Yeah, I bet someone fails. That's what I'm saying, bro. You have one opportunity. I guarantee people fail. I guarantee people fail. It will be, if we get 50 out of 50 on both sides, it will be the most powerful people that we can find. So, like, if it ends up 50v50, all Town Hall 17s, that's fine. If one side has all Town Hall 17s and one has Town Hall 7s and Town Hall 9s, that's just kind of a testament to how the platforms are, you know? I think you could probably, on both sides, pull enough Town Hall 17s, but realistically, if a Town Hall sets up for TikTok side or something like that, and TikTok doesn't get 50 Town Hall 17s, then that Town Hall 7 would be put in. So yeah, we'll do that there. Yeah, set it up. I'll cook Twitch for real. Dude, I think this could be super fun. I think we got to set it up. So what are we thinking here? Chat, does Saturday the 12th... surely CWL isn't still active at that time, right? Nah, there's no shot, right? Do we do it Saturday? No, not Saturday. CWL ends the 11th at the 11th at the latest. 12th is a Tuesday, or am I tripping? You are tripping. Oh wait, hold up. Oh my god, I'm stupid. Dude, I was looking at July. I'm tripping. If we do it the 12th, does Tuesday work for everyone? Obviously, there's going to be people that are not going to be able to work. I think what if we just do it Tuesday, the 12th? I was looking at July. My apologies. My apologies. Okay. I don't like being rushed. I'm just losing passion, and I push to Masters in Town Hall 11, but geez, am I bored. Have fun with it. Learn a new attack strategy. Do something that you think is kind of stupid, but could be kind of fun. I don't know. I know it's kind of easier said than done, but you've pushed up to Masters as a Town Hall 11. Is there any reason you don't go for Legends? Say I made a clan with a Town Hall 17 and 4 really low Town Hall 5s. Oh, wait, hold on. Say I made a clan with a Town Hall 17 and 4 really low Town Halls. 5v5s, would I face bad people? Probably. I mean, they would try to match you up with another clan that has a Town Hall 17 and 4 really low Town Halls. So you'd probably be roughly in the same boat, more than likely. Town Hall 11 and Town Hall 12 are the biggest hump for players. Real. I've always said Town Hall 12 is the worst Town Hall just because it's so boring. That's always been my take. A lot of people can vouch for me that I've said that for like the longest time. Um, I've always been a Town Hall 12 hater out here. If you had a Town Hall 17, 4 Town Hall 9s, you'd probably get like 5 Town Hall 11s. Is that how that works? I'm kind of shocked if that's how that works. I am free to play, and it only took 2 weeks for Masters. Again, why don't you go for Legends? Any reason? Or is it just boring to push at this point? Because maybe you just don't push. Maybe you just farm.
Is recruiting for the teams allowed?
Yeah, I think recruiting would be fine. Again, I would have to set it up first, so I probably wouldn't get too carried away with it currently, but... Can you please give me an attack strategy to use? What, to get up to... For a Town Hall 11, what are you using currently, Holden? Because the first thing I come up to is Icy 5G, which is 5 Ice Golems, some Bat spells, some Witches, maybe some Bowlers, depending on what army. However, something that also could be really interesting is Queen Charge Alalo. A lot of people love Queen Charge. A lot of people fall in love with Queen Charge. I'm not one of those. I freaking hate the Queen, but that's just me personally. But a lot of people really like it, so... Dude, that hook tower just pulled my cloned Yeti through the other clones. That's pretty crazy. But my biggest enemy is single Infernos. Queen's carry my attacks, not gonna lie. I play with her with 4 healers, and I have her clean up. Well, if single Infernos, you either do freezes or invis. At Town Hall, 11 and 12. At Town Hall 11, can you do invises? I can't remember. I think you can. Those are both very strong. Or Skeleton Spell on single Infernos, depending. Can also be very, very solid. What's going on, Keegan? Oh, I wonder here, actually. Doesn't CWL give a notification a week early before it starts? It's supposed to be. I don't know why, but during the event, during this summer jam, it like ruined all of the notifications. Oh, there it is. They did for a while. Still looks a little weird and off center a little bit. I think it's a visual bug. But oh wow, there's a lot of events starting pretty soon. Pinata Panic is starting literally like, wow, okay. Dang, that's unfortunate. Yo, what's up, Jake? How am I doing today? Dude, I'm doing pretty solid. Getting things done, pushing this account. I do want to push this account this season here, so slowly but surely grinding the required trophies underneath Legends. Dude, I've said it, I'll say it again, bro. Under Legends pushing is so painful. It's so painful, bro. Okay, next Legend League day start already. It's starting pretty soon here. Can you show Zekidown 3? I'm curious how it looks these days. Looks pretty solid. Pretty widespread on town halls, admittedly. But I mean, yeah, I mean actually that's not too surprising because yeah, April, May, June would have been the switch up of things. So yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. A few wins, losses here and there. I'd say that's honestly kind of expected. Wait, really? What? Dude, low town hall, or not low town hall pushing, but low trophy pushing. Oh, bruh. Dude, she is like either as straight as an arrow or so wonky, and I swear it's always the worst. I'm curious if the Clash-O-Rama live will show up. Yeah, okay, my question. Show a clip from Hip? Wait, why? Wait, what? Oh, really? Wait, that are live currently? Oh, God. I have no idea what clips they could show. I mean, there's a lot of bad clips. Hey, but imagine only having 3 accounts in Legend League. Yeah, my apologies. Maybe give me like 2 years, and hopefully I can have up to 30. Hopefully I can appease the people at that point. Watch it be a clip of you crashing out. No shot that they would just randomly choose it. Also, I'm curious, guys. Sorry, I asked this earlier, and I don't know if anyone answered this. How are they giving out the treasure chest codes? Are they like voucher links? Oh, it's a QR code. Gotcha. Cause, bro, I didn't think about it, but realistically, I know Tom Nub, and I just recently like got into not like a heated argument, but like a heated discussion, I guess I'll say, about Twitch drops and why they don't for some reason do them, and they're doing kind of almost the same thing on YouTube. Kills me, chat. Kills me. $500 can claim. See, that's like so cool. But like, I totally also, dude. Oh, I don't know. I really hope they do Twitch drops again soon. I think they have the stuff set up where they could do ores, magical items, magical snacks. They can do treasure chests. They could do a very, 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 very small changed default skin. Like, they could do a lot of different things. Dude, if they really want to get kind of crazy, they could even give, like just small CW well medals or something. Like, they have so many things that they could give away in, like, Twitch drops, and it doesn't cost anything and generates more hype for the community. Like, bruh, I don't know. I want a chest with elixir for my Town Hall 1. Oh, I need that CC. I think typically during Worlds, they have something where you can sign in, and depending on what you guess, you can get resources typically. That's how I got mine on my my Town Hall 1 back in the day. Hip, I talked to support and got my Legends of Mushroom account back. I was so happy. Yo, massive W. I'm glad that you guys enjoy some of the sponsors. Which, kind of speaking of, I've been trying to find the next sponsor to do. Because, again, big gold pass is given out. It was fantastic. I'm trying to figure out which one we want to do. And I think we might do Star Trek. think we might do Star Trek. I don't think that's an option. Held a message. Who's saying weird things? Chronix. Which ones you got as options that you've never done? There's really not many, if I'm completely honest with you. But the thing about this one that I think could be kind of interesting here, it's not the best thing, but the Star Trek sponsor offers a plan where if you purchased a $5 pack, I could reimburse $12 back. If someone bought a $10 pack, I could reimburse $20 back. If someone spends a $20 pack, I could reimburse $40 back. Which would get you guys like... So basically like $5 could get you like... What, $35 worth of packs in games? Which would get you guys very far, very quickly in Star Trek, which would in turn get you guys quite a bit of stuff. Come watch our war? Whose war? Star Trek is actually a really fun one. The thing I really like about Star Trek is it actually is... Are you kidding me, bruh? It's actually built very, very similarly to a game I used to play. And I kind of love the open world concept of, I'm not sponsored yet, so I'm actually, like, saying this truthfully. Hashtag not sponsored yet. But, like, being able to move your ships in, like, a three-dimensional space to go attack someone, love that. Review and be honest, bro? Dude, I'm always honest. And some people kind of hate that, because I'm kind of... It's not always what they want to hear. But, unfortunately, base reviews are shut down on TikTok currently for me. Chronix, the thing is not up just yet. Should I buy the Town Hall 13 pack with a level 5 RC and other resources? What exactly do you get? Because if it's only resources, I would say no. Resources are so easy to farm nowadays. If the pack is only offering resources, I wouldn't get it. If you are still thinking about getting it, make sure to use code HIPPOSLC, obviously, on checkout. But if you're getting, like, actual buildings and whatnot, I mean, that's a different story. I'll make sure to use your code next battle pass. True. I very much appreciate that. 420 24/7. I've seen your name before. Where have I seen your name before? Where have I seen your... I've seen your name before. You a Penguini viewer? Maybe Weiss? Swear I've seen your name before. TikTok, maybe? I've been in chat before. Oh. Just didn't follow until now. I see how it is. No, it's fine. It's fine. I see how it is. But he didn't want to dip his toes fully in here. I get you. Apparently, next code is in 4 minutes for the Clash-O-Rama. How many people do you need in CWL? You only get 15 versus 15s or 30v30s. If you're in Champs 1 clans or sorry, Champs clans or higher, you only have 15 versus 15s. Any tips for getting more minerals? Sometimes you have to build additional pylons, and then more workers. If anyone gets that reference, you're an absolute elite tier class. You are in a class of your own if you get that reference. Tom gets it. Kind of both, Wukong. Still need to keep a family-friendly stream to at least a somewhat degree. Damn, that did not go well. Alrighty, chat. Here's what I'm thinking here. I think we pushed a little... Oh, well, how much time do I have on this boost here? Nah, I think we continue pushing it, actually. If we got the boost, we might as well. After the boost is done, or I run out of raid medals, that could happen a lot sooner. If I run out of raid medals or my boost goes away, I think we'll switch to Delta Force for a little bit of time until... the gold pass is about to switch over, then we'll come back to this. Dude, this arrow needs an upgrade, bro. I need to level this bad boy up badly. It's kind of embarrassing. What's up, Tom Nub? I was just talking about you. Don't worry, all bad things, all bad things. No, I'm just kidding, kidding. We're just talking about how the Clash-O-Rama had YouTube thing or whatever. Has like the QR codes for prizes, which I think is super, super cool. But then kind of made me kind of angry because why not just do Twitch drops? So like, that's all I'm saying, you know, like. You just got one, yo, big dubs. Oh? Dude, Tom, I am like one step away from like hitting up Supercell and being like, yo, please, for this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason, this reason, I think we should do Twitch drops because like this reason, this reason, this reason. Thoughts? Is that something? Is that a juicy read after oh. Oh? Oh? Drama. Wait, really? Ugh. There's literally no downside to drops. Dude, not only is there no downside, it's actually so positive, I feel like. Wait. So he's accusing I don't know if because I feel like doesn't Supercell not like drama? So I don't know. I'm not going to say anything. I'll just say is the one person calling out a different person for like essentially basically straight up stealing like copy for copy? And is it true or is it just accusations? Also, if Supercell doesn't like drama, how does he get away with that? Just got my reward QR code just showed. 3x chest, magic snacks, 50 glowy ore, 1. Wait, just for one QR code? Also, are we not getting this town hall? I swear, bro. No shot, right? Bruh. There's no way. Where are these lives to get a QR code? Apparently YouTube. Dude, what is this wombo combo that's happening right here? Bruh. Okay. Oh, okay. What's up, Draven? Oh, no shot. Hold on. Not that I don't think I have a lot of creator elixir right here, but who do I watch? I think it's the official Clash of Clans. Dude, every time the code of conduct thing pops up, I want to say that's just random. I hope. Because it freaks me out every single time it pops up. Oh. Yeah. Dude. That's pricey. I don't have enough creator elixir for literally any of these. One of them's really pricey. That's why the news tab has a live icon. Ah, you can just go from right here. Gotcha. When's the battle pass over? In 3 hours. Yeah, I know a lot of people like the Pixel Queen, but that's pretty crazy. What can you get with Creator Elixir? You can get the giveaway stuff. That's how like I am able to give you guys giveaway stuff, is because of that. The Crater Elixir. Wait, are anime skins coming back? Yes, they should be. I don't want to say 100%, but I'm like 99% sure that they'll come back. I don't see why they wouldn't. They're not like collab skins or anything, which again, I totally think they should have been, but that's a different point. As an anime enjoyer myself, I think that was a kind of a rough attempt or a rough thing. I think it could have been greater. Anime will come back. They aren't exclusive to anything or any event. True. True. Never watched Clash-O-Rama. Kind of funny. Dude, the Clash-O-Rama is really well put together. As far as I know, they haven't made one in a while, right? Or am I tripping on that? We need some new ID reward obstacles. So true, though. So true, though. King is the best anti-air out there. Netflix series probably the focus now. When is that supposed to come out? I know, like it's newly announced and all that kind of stuff, but is it still gonna be a while? Dude, I'm gonna get like a 95%, and I'm gonna get like 3 pity trophies for it, bro. Ugh. I hate the low legends pushing. It's so bad. I got 7 trophies. They announced it even before start. It hasn't even been started yet, brother. Got to be careful with that kind of stuff, I feel like, because, like, I'm assuming they'll probably do fine and they'll probably make it, but I've come to learn, for the most part, I feel like announcing things before even starting on things is kind of a bad, a bad thing to do. Whew. What's up, Tickle? I think I might skip this song. They partnered with a company. Okay, gotcha. Yo, question. Are there any Battlefield enjoyers out there? Because I know there's Battlefield 6 coming out. Is anyone getting that? If you're not releasing it within the next couple of months, don't announce it. I would completely agree with that take, actually. I feel like that's a W take. Yeah, I play mainly COD at the moment. I've watched some COD recently. My question is, I was watching a streamer friend of mine, and she was looking at some cosmetics, Are you guys buying cosmetics at this point, knowing that there's going to be like a new COD out in like the next 2 to 3 months? Just followed, hope to get a base review. TikTok user, unfortunately. We're trying some software out. Unfortunately, it wasn't working properly, so base reviews got shut down for tonight. I'm hoping soonish it will be working, and oh, dude, we can kind of cook out some stuff. Best Tunnel 12 attack. Honestly, either Mass Dragons, or like Icy 5G. Or some sort of Queen Charge. I mean, also a very, very solid option there. When was that announced? When was what announced? Oh, GTA 6? Dude, GTA... I have no idea. Actually, I heard GTA 6 got delayed again. No chance? With what? I think genuinely, though, GTA will be the biggest game, breaking so many records. It's going to be just absurd when it finally gets launched. When it finally gets launched, you know? Just don't release GTA 6 at this point. Nah, I'll still break records like it. Explain why you like Clash of Clans over Clash Royale. Clash of Clans doesn't make me rage at every attack. It gets close, but it's not every single one. I don't know. I've always played builder games like this, strategic games. Now, admittedly, Clash of Clans isn't technically the most strategic game out there or anything like that, but I like the top-down view kind of base builder attacking type style. I like it. I also liked Clash Royale for the longest time, but I don't know. I guess I've always just stuck with Clash of Clans, you know? Pretty decent at it, so it be what it be. Only reason it might not be is because of the price. Nah, I generally think, unless they do, because I guess I don't know the pricing scheme, but as long as they don't do something really, really stupid with the price, I think most people are paying under $100 for it. And dude, if it's over $100, I think, Jesus. The upgrade times is what demotivates me. That's not an uncommon thing, but I know with cost reductions it gets pretty easy. But I guess it's just one of those things that you kind of have to stay committed to, you know? It's a process. 27 trophies for this attack. That might be the most trophies I've seen since the change-up. There's no shot they do a monthly sub, bro. There is no way they do a monthly sub. If they do a monthly subscription to play the game, that unironically might turn me off. Yo, big dubs, Demigorgon. How have they not banned the new scenery? I think the play with the new scenery in Legend League is the fact that they're trying to develop a turn off obstacle button, and I think that's what they're just hoping for, is that you can just turn it off eventually. Ooh. Keegan, you better not be starting that kind of stuff, bruh. Keegan, not the time. That being said, I might actually switch to some Delta Force coming up here. Did I just hear Delta Force? Delta Force? Yeah, I'll probably switch to some Delta Force and stream that for like 2 hours, and then we'll come back to Clash to see the new season, I think. Which I think should be a good thing. That being said, do I already have... Okay, I probably should use that. Ooh. Not the best upgrade, but I need to free up a builder. Gotcha. Okay, cool. Low-key, a big baller tide run might be the play. Alright, Clash of Clans it is here. Like I was saying, Clash is very good to hold on to and stick with. What's a good attack strategy for Town Hall 10? If you want to get really skillful, Queen Charge Lalo. If you can get really good with that, there's no base that can really defend against that. If you really want a stupidly easy attack that you can triple probably every base with as well, Mass Dragons with like a Queen Arrow, you could probably destroy pretty much every base with. And just make sure you use the Minion Prince with it. For some reason, people don't like the Minion Prince, and I just really don't understand it. Why rush? Why not? Is there a problem with rushing? I'm just kidding. There are a lot of problems with rushing, but I'm curious what the big issue is. Reason I rush on my accounts is because I have so many accounts. Rushing is the fastest way to max out, so I'm able to progress a lot of my accounts very, very, very quickly. All right, that being said, okay. Trying to think of how this would work here. How much have you spent on Clash? That's a tough question because technically I've spent probably like anywhere from 15 to 18,000 on Clash of Clans. However, that comes with a big asterisk next to it, okay? All right. Because a lot of people freak out. They're like, did you just say 15 to 18,000 on a mobile game, bro? What the heck? Nah. Okay, let me explain. I do a ton of giveaways to my community. For example, I just gave away 40 gold passes like a day or two ago, which was, I think, like $300 there. So, I mean, that racks up pretty quickly, you know? I've been streaming for like 5 years. Obviously, it's been building. There's different times. I know when a legendary scenery comes out, I typically do a massive giveaways for that as well. When the Year of the Snake one came out, and those typically, I think those cost like $32 or something like that. So giving away these sceneries to my community gets pretty expensive. So, yeah. Technically, I've spent about 18,000 to, or anywhere from 15 to 18,000 on this game. Most of it going to you guys. If you're looking at how much I've probably spent personally, I'd probably say like 2 to 3 grand, which is still a lot. And if anyone is wondering, join the Discord to get into those giveaways. Smacks, we're gonna be switching over actually to some Delta Force. That being said, if you guys are just coming for the Clash of Clans, I will probably be back right before the new pass comes over because I'll be streaming for that. But in the meantime, we'll be switching over to some Delta Force, TikTok, and YouTube. If you guys want to continue chilling in, come over to my Twitch. Otherwise, I'll go live probably again once the pass is about to come out. Do you know how many hours you got in the game? No. And it's a lot. I bet you it's a lot. So, I'll be back for Clash right before the season switches over. So, Twitch, don't go anywhere.